Number 23, the linear function g is defined by g of x equals b minus 15x, where b is a constant. If g times c plus 7 equals c over 4, where c is a constant, which of the following expressions represents the value of b? Okay. What they want you to do, let's write this out here. G of x equals b minus 15x. They tell us it's a linear function, and this is very similar to a y equals mx plus b kind of format. They're just reversed. But it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. You know, this would be your slope right here. This is going to be your y-intercept. They've just reversed it. But that doesn't really play a huge part in what we're about to do. Just letting you know that that's what's going on. They're telling us g of c plus 7 equals c over 4. So then they're saying, okay, so what is b? Okay. Like, if you this made you go a little, what? I understand. It's not likely that you've seen a problem exactly like this in your math book, but we have to use what we've learned in math class to figure this out. So g of c plus 7, it's saying when I plug c plus 7 in as my x value, so everywhere over here there's an x, I'm going to plug in c plus 7. And then when I do that, when I plug in c plus 7 and I do this math, I'm going to get c over 4. All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to plug in c plus 7 wherever there's an x. Okay, so b minus 15 times x. So I'm going to replace that x with c plus 7. And I know once I do this math, I'm going to get c over 4. All right, let's start distributing here to get rid of this a little bit. I'm going to change this to plus a negative. Just make it a little more straightforward. So I still have that b. The b stands alone. Negative 15 times c is negative 15c. And negative 15 times 7 is negative 105. This equals c over 4. I want to get rid of that 4, c over 4. So I'm going to multiply both sides. I'm going to multiply everything by 4. Multiply all this by 4, and multiply this by 4. So on the left, I'm going to get 4 times b, or 4b, plus 4 times negative 15c is negative 60c, and 4 times negative 105 is negative 420. And this is equal to c. Okay, so now I just need to solve for b, because that's what, you know, that's the goal. When it says which of the following expressions represents the value of b, something I didn't point out, and I probably should have, is if you look over here at the answers, all of these have c in the answer. So we're not going to get a plain numeric value for b. This is one of those very complicated way of saying it, and it's just now becoming clear when you're looking at it. It's a very complicated way of saying put b in terms of c. It's one of those, you know, like c is over a is equal to b. Put c in terms of a and b. And you're supposed to multiply both sides by a, and you get c equals... That's what we're doing here. It's that kind of problem. They've just dressed it up with all this other stuff. So let's get b by itself. So I'm going to move everything that's not b over to the other side, and then I'm going to, solve for b. So first I'm going to add 60c to both sides, and I get 4b plus a negative 420 is equal to c plus 60c is 61c. Then I'm going to, I'll zoom out because I'm running out of room, and I see that this the next problem is getting in the way here. Give me some more space here. Then I'm going to add 420 to both sides. So now I have 4b is equal to 61c plus 420. And I'm going to write this up here so I can kind of keep it about the same size. 4b equals 61c plus 420. Okay. Then to get rid of that 4 in front of the b's, it's 4 times b. I need to undo that. So I need to divide everything by 4. Now just a b is on the left. That's what I want. I want something now. Just b. What is b equal to? 61c over 4. I can't simplify that. Just stays 61c over 4. And 420 divided by 4 is 105. Now, a little sort of caveat is if you're saying, wait a minute, 105, I remember there's 105 up here. Could I have I have the b right here. Could I have done this without, at this point, we got the c over 4. Could I have done this, got the, moved all this over to the other side and done it without multiplying by 4? Absolutely. Absolutely could have. I'm just showing you, to my mind, I don't like fractions. I like to get rid of the fractions. So it made it easier for me when I was working it. If you want to back up and, if you're looking for, wait, didn't we just find the answer? We did. It's C, 61C over 4 plus 105. But I'm going to back it up and just show you. See if we get, go back to just this point. Okay. You could even move this whole thing over here first if you wanted to. Absolutely. Because it's plus a negative 15 times c plus 7. So you could do plus a positive 15 times c plus 7. And you could do that on both sides. And then you would have b equals c over 4 plus 15 times c plus 7. But as you see, that is not represented up here. So you would have to keep going. So, same as before, we'd have to, there it goes, let me undo. Distribute 15 times c is 15c, and 15 times 7 is 105. So I have b is equal to c over 4 plus 15c plus 105. So it's at that point, you have to be very careful because we have some other numbers over here, some other answers over here that I think are a little distracting. Because you might go, hey, 15c plus 105, that's awfully close. That must be the answer. No, that's not the answer. You don't want to get distracted by that 19c over 4 and go, 15 and 4. No. You have to convert this into fourths. So that would be 15. If you convert that to fourths, it's 15 over 1 times 4 over 4. And you get 60 over 4. So it would be c over 4 plus 60c over 4. You add those together. 1c over 4 plus 60c's over 4 equals 61c's over 4. And that 105 just stays as it is. So yeah, that also gets you to that same answer, C. It really is just about comfort here and what makes the most sense to you. There's more than one way. As long as when you're doing these sort of problems where it's solved for a variable, there's usually more than one way you can get to the end. The key is just to keep both sides balanced by doing the same thing to both sides, and you won't mess up. You might go down a wrong alley, and you might get to a location where you're like, wait a minute, I'm getting more complex and not simpler. That does happen. But you're not going to go to a place of no return, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, any of these ways will work. You will get to the answer C, 61c over 4 plus 105. Hey guys, the full insanely comprehensive SAT math prep course I've been promising for so long is live right now at mathwithalyssa.com. And of course, you can also still get the free 10 video course on SAT tips and tricks at mathwithalyssa.com as well. You also can now book one-on-one tutoring sessions with me. Links to how you can do that are in the description and the pinned comment below. And as always, if the video you just watched was helpful or useful in any way, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.